Today, we're talking about pulse oximeters.
Welcome to Popular Pulmonary Wellness, your online respiratory therapy community. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Tina.
And today we're going to talk about pulse oximetry.
A pulse oximeter, or a SAT probe, is a tool used by health professionals to measure the amount of oxygen in your blood.
Pulse oximeters are small, they're not expensive, and are easy to use. So if you have one or are thinking of buying one, here is the information that you'll need.
A pulse oximeter is a great tool for trending blood oxygen levels. It's a quick and painless way to check if your lungs and heart are working properly. Keep in mind, though, that not all breathing or heart problems will result in low blood oxygen levels. Oxygen levels are just one vital sign we can check when assessing your overall health. As with any tool, it's important to understand how it works and to know when to use it.
How does it work, you ask? Well, a pulse oximeter uses a technique called photospectrometry. Don't be afraid of that fancy name. It's a technique that compares wavelengths of light and the amount that is absorbed by your finger. If you look inside a pulse oximeter, where your finger goes, you will see a red light.
Here's the red light, blinking away.
The pulse oximeter transmits two different wavelengths of infrared light. The light travels through your finger and is picked up by a sensor on the other side of the probe. Some of the light will be absorbed by your finger and some will pass through.
When your heart beats, it creates your pulse. Think of your pulse like little waves of blood traveling through your body. The pulse oximeter can see these little waves in your finger, and it senses different amounts of light being absorbed with the peaks and the troughs of your pulse. When blood picks up oxygen in our lungs, it attaches to hemoglobin. Our hemoglobin contains iron, which turns red in the presence of oxygen. It's the same process which causes old cars to look red with rust. Blood from our lungs is transported to the rest of our body in arteries. Our arteries pulse with our heartbeats and contain blood that comes straight from our lungs. This is why a pulse oximeter gives us information about our heart and lungs.
Blood oxygen levels are measured as a percentage. So if my hemoglobin is fully loaded with oxygen, then my oxygen level or oxygen saturation would be 100%. Most people with healthy lungs will have an oxygen level in the range of 95 to 100%. And if you are living with a certain chronic lung condition, it's common for your oxygen levels to be between 90 to 94%. Talk to your doctor to determine what's normal for you. A pulse oximeter will also show you your heart rate. This is counted in beats per minute. A normal heart rate is between 60 to 100 beats per minute. It will be higher during activity and can be lower for someone who is very fit or at rest.
You might be wondering who should use a pulse oximeter. Most people do not need to check their oxygen levels regularly. If you're healthy and your breathing feels fine, then checking your oxygen levels with a yearly checkup is enough. People with chronic lung conditions may want to trend their oxygen levels to help guide with exercise or adjust supplemental oxygen and to monitor for signs of a flare-up. Some people with COVID-19 may be advised by their doctor to check their oxygen levels periodically. COVID-19 can drop oxygen levels even in people who don't feel short of breath. Checking it can help you decide when or if you need to go to the hospital. I've heard that some pulse oximeters will show a value even if there's not a finger in it.
That's right, Tina. Don't be fooled by meaningless numbers, everyone. It's important to know how to get a reliable reading. Let's explore the do's and don'ts of pulse oximetry. Pulse oximetry is affected by things like nail polish. Ooh, those are nice looking nails. Skin color, movement, light, and pore circulation. Before taking a reading, you should Remove nail polish, hold your finger still, shield the probe from bright light, and ensure you have good circulation. If your fingers have good circulation, by gently pinching your fingernail. The area should blanch or go white when you pinch it, and then return to its normal color within 3 seconds. If the area stays white, you can try and improve your circulation by moving around a little bit, warming your fingers under some warm water or in a blanket. Dark skin absorbs light well and can make it difficult to get a reliable reading.
A reliable reading? So you mean one of these things can show me a number that's wrong?
It can. But if you know what to look for, you can tell if the number is accurate or not. A good pulse oximeter will have a signal strength indicator. This could be an indicator light, a bar graph, or a waveform. Read the instructions for the model you have so you know what to look for. And here is some general guidance. An indicator light will show red or orange to show poor signal strength, and green will show a good quality reading. A bar graph will go up and down with the beat of your pulse, and the bars will go higher with a more reliable signal strength. A waveform will draw out the shape of your pulse over time. Look for waves with high peaks that occur regularly. A reliable oxygen reading will show a fairly steady number, which should only go up by 1 or 2 points. You should not see big fluctuations.
Some oximeters may show a perfusion index, PI. This is related to the signal strength and the amount of pulsatile blood flow. Read the manual of your device for recommended ranges of your specific pulse oximeter. A higher perfusion index means there is more pulsatile flow. The value can vary from one person to another.
All right, everyone. So let's recap, shall we? Follow these simple steps to use your pulse oximeter. So, number 1, turn on your pulse oximeter. Number 2, put the probe on your finger. Your ring finger or middle finger is best. Hold still and rest your hand on your lap or on a table. Keep the probe out of direct sunlight, so if you're outside, use your jacket to kind of shield the oximeter. Breathe steadily and comfortably, and look for a steady reading. So look for that strong beat in the signal strength indicator. So that's either that flash of light, that bar graph going up and down in a steady fashion, or that nice rhythm or waveform going up and down with good peaks and good troughs. The readings for the oxygen and the heart rate should stabilize.
It's important to know that oxygen levels can be normal even in life-threatening situations. If you have new onset shortness of breath or are concerned about your breathing, seek medical help. And if you are experiencing chest pain or sudden shortness of breath, call 911.
We hope this education session about pulse oximetry gives you the confidence that you need when using this handy little device. Thanks for joining us here at Poplar Pulmonary Wellness, where we give you the tools that you need to get out there and live your best lung life.
For more videos, subscribe to our channel or visit our website at poplarpulmonary.com and click on the little bell so you'll be notified when our latest videos drop.
Hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.